We're live from Chevy Chase.
Welcome back, and we are celebrating the new year with a new you, just like Demi Moore does. And now we're going to talk about natural medicine. This is the way to go.
We're talking about the natural approach to being healthy in 2025, and so we brought in Dr. Stephen Davis from Bluegrass Natural Health here. He's going to discuss the underlying causes of health challenges rather than just simply managing symptoms, which seems like that's what happens when you go to the doctor.
Absolutely.
Yes. So welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. Excited to be here.
Yeah. So tell everybody a little bit about your background and what you do.
Absolutely. So I spent the last 25 years working in the traditional medical model as a nurse, doing a lot of different jobs, working in a lot of different parts of the hospital. And probably about 15 years ago, we had family members who just weren't being treated effectively through traditional medicine. And so I started using my medical knowledge to do a lot of research on other avenues of treatments, tried to find things outside of the traditional medical model, looking at holistic medicine, looking at alternative medical therapies, to try and formulate a way to treat them in a way that might actually help them feel better and fill in the gaps that traditional medicine was missing.
Yeah, well, I'm a fan of this because we're the first people here in the U.S. to just start popping pills every time we have a problem.
Absolutely.
So what are the 3 things that you think people could do immediately that would change their lives?
So 3 things. This time of year we often get this kind of question because everybody's making these resolutions about what they want to do new for the new year. And so you always hear diet and exercise, but I think you need to go a little bit more deeper than that and talk about what that diet really looks like. And it's not saying I'm going to do paleo, I'm going to do keto, or any of these other fads. It really is about creating a lifestyle that's going to be conducive for living a healthy life and overcoming a lot of the inflammatory and toxic lifestyles that we lead here in this country. So when you're looking at your food, when you're looking at the different things that we're doing, it's talking about eating whole foods. So things, lean proteins, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, healthy fats. But even going further than that, you want to make sure that we're doing things that are eating organic produce. So you're avoiding pesticides, herbicides, glyphosates, ripening agents, things that are going to be toxic to your body. And then when you're talking about meats, you're looking at grass-fed meats, you're looking at wild-caught fish, free-range chicken and eggs, those kinds of things that are actually going to help support your body, nurture it, reduce inflammation.
Yeah,
Makes
it's a great
sense.
idea.
It makes total sense.
Now, I am very interested in about supplements because I take supplements.
Absolutely.
I think they're helping me. I don't know. What is your take on supplements?
Well, you can see I brought a bunch of supplements here with me today, and part of the downfall with what we do in traditional medicine is that, you know, we tell you to go take a vitamin. You don't really know what kind or what form that vitamin is supposed to be in. You go to your local grocery stores like Kroger, Publix soon here in Lexington, even you go to Whole Foods and they have walls full of supplements.
Right.
Yeah.
And far too often, research has shown that these over-the-counter supplements contain fillers, they're often in the wrong forms, and they don't have the effectiveness that you would hope they have. So one of the things I do at my clinic is I've partnered with a company called FullScript. They provide professional-grade, pharmaceutical-grade supplements, and I make that available to my clients at a discount because I want them to be able to get access to the effective supplements that we know are actually going to benefit their body.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well, that's very interesting to me. And another question I have is, so when I go to the doctor, like one year I need this supplement, the next year I need this vitamin, does your body change over time and what it needs?
It's absolutely changing. You have to think of when you have symptoms, whether it's gut health, and like colostrum here is one of the big things that I use with gut health because it helps to repair your body. You know, your body is constantly changing. One symptom you have in your gut or in your brain or your thyroid or something like that is often connected to other systems in your body. So you can't really just treat your gut by itself without expecting it to change something else, sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse. And that's where it helps to have a professional come alongside you to guide you through that process, making sure that you're choosing the right supplements at the right time, because otherwise you're wasting your money. So, you know, that's where making an appointment comes into play, and that's where guidance of a professional is going to be your best friend when it comes to choosing the appropriate supplements at the right time.
Yeah. And what other services do you offer?
So we have several other therapies that we offer in the clinic, from hyperbaric oxygen therapy to infrared sauna. We use full spectrum infrared sauna so you can get the full benefit of your infrared light. We do foot detoxifications and frequency therapy, which helps to treat a lot of other underlying infections and comorbidities using sound waves rather than using pills and different things like that.
Yeah. Well, tell everybody where you're at and how they can get in touch with you.
Absolutely. So we're located over in Palomar. You can find us online, bgnaturalhealth.com. You can also find us on Instagram with Bluegrass Natural Health, or YouTube Bluegrass Natural Health, or even TikTok has been up and going lately with Bluegrass Natural Health.
Okay.
So feel free to reach out to us. You can fill out information forms online if you want us to reach out to you, or you can give us a call, and I believe you guys are providing the information for that as well.
Absolutely. We're going to have all of the information up on the screen. Thank you so much for coming in and educating us on all of this.
Yeah, well, hold on. I have one more question, Tam.
Okay, all right.
So in all this healthy, natural talk, which has been great, I need to know, can I still have a glass of wine in all of this?
Lee wants to know.
I need to know.
Absolutely. A glass of wine is not going to be horrible. It's not going to be a detriment to your health. It's about doing things in your life to reduce inflammation, toxicity, and when you do want to make those splurges, have a glass of wine, you're at a social event, and you have a little bit of a dessert, it's not going to be the death of everything you've been working for.
Because you're balancing everything in your life.
It's about getting back into a good, healthy lifestyle that is going to help to keep your body healing itself and keep your body moving forward in a positive direction so you live a healthy life.
Next question. Can you just move in with me and just take over my whole life?
I think my wife might have a problem with that.
Well, my husband Stevie J might too. So, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work.
That's right. Well, thank you so much. Great information. I love it. All the information for Bluegrass Natural Health is up on your screen.